Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, The Scent Obsessed Mom. My name is Lauren and today I am bringing you a first impressions review of a designer perfume. Now, before you come for me, because yes, this is an affordable fragrance channel. However, I will occasionally review a designer fragrance that I really like, that I want to recommend to you. So I will always, along with that, give you, dupe options or more affordable options, suggestions for other places to find it besides just, going to like Ulta or the fragrance website and paying full retail. There are always cheaper options and places to find these where you don't have to pay full retail. So just FYI. So before we get into it, if you are interested in affordable fragrance content, everything from perfumes to body care, Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, I really do a wide range of, wide variety of types of fragrance content on here. So if that sounds good to you, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. So the perfume that I am reviewing today is called Flowerbomb Nectar by Viktor Rolf. Now, I'm sure if you are a fragrance lover, you have heard of the very popular Flowerbomb perfume. Now, personally, I was not a huge fan of that perfume. It wasn't necessarily a strong dislike for me. It just wasn't, I didn't love it, right? So I did not pick that one up. However, one day when I was in Ulta, I did spray and sample Flowerbomb Nectar, and that was a very different story for me. So if you're maybe not a huge fan of Flowerbomb, you might like this one, okay? So Flowerbomb Nectar was released in 2018 by Viktor Rolf. Top notes are gunpowder, very unique. Is it cassis, guys? Cassis, I never know how to say that. And bergamot. In the mid, we have orange blossom, osmanthus, and jasmine sambac. And in the base, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and patchouli. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a little spray. I just have it in the travel size here, as I showed. Give it 1 second here. Okay, so on first spray, it does smell warm and sweet. You get a little bit of that gunpowder, but it's definitely not overpowering. It's not like smoky smelling or metallic smelling to my nose, so you don't have to worry about that. Definitely get some of that bergamot and orange blossom for sure. Some of the florals. Give it 1 more second to dry down here. Yeah, this is such a lovely fragrance, guys. And to me, it's pretty unique. Like I don't recall any other fragrances that I've tried that smell just like this. And to me, it's pretty different from the original Flowerbomb as well. I think Nectar is a very appropriate name because, again, I think it's sweeter. It's got the florals in there, but it's not like, it doesn't smell like a straight garden, like a flower, right? Because to me, for me personally, I'm not a huge fan of overly floral scents, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I just got a nice sweetness. This is not a nice warm sweetness. I mean, the term nectar comes to mind when you smell it. And definitely that vanilla and tonka and benzoin and patchouli, like all of that just kind of, I feel like blends together nicely in the base. I think this is a very smooth fragrance. There aren't any notes that like jump out and I always say smack me in the face, right? There's nothing that's sharp. There's nothing that, anything like that. It seems like it's very smooth and well blended. Now, this is not like beast mode. It's not super strong. It's also not like a skin scent. I would say it's somewhere in the middle. Obviously, some of that depends how much you spray. Yeah, to me, this is a very sweet, warm, nectary, that gunpowder just gives it a little bit of, I wouldn't even call it smokiness. It's kind of hard to describe. all the notes, like I said, just blend together so nicely. I think this is a very inoffensive scent. I mean, you could wear this. This could be a signature daytime scent for every day. You could wear it to the office, to church. And I really don't think you're going to offend anyone like with this. You know, obviously evening as well. You can wear this year round. I feel like it's not heavy. It's not sickeningly sweet. So that's a point I want to make too. Even though I keep saying it's sweet, I wouldn't say it's overly sweet. It's not something that is, you know, going to be like nauseating or something that you can't wear in the summer or in the warmer weather. So yeah, on first impressions, guys, I really, really like this scent. Now I'm going to have to wear it a little bit more to test it for longevity and that kind of thing. So I'll have to report back. I found this, and again, this is a travel size. So I think travel sizes are always, obviously, if you can get a sample, get a sample. There's sample shops on Etsy. There's ones online you can find. It's a great way to sample fragrances before committing to the full thing. If not, travel sizes are always a great option because they are obviously a lot cheaper than going for the full size. And that way you make sure that you really, even if you like it in store and really like it in store, you know, I've had it happen where I get it home and I start wearing it. I don't love it as much as I thought that I did after like wearing it all day. So this way you make sure that you're actually going to get through the whole thing before you go and purchase a full-size bottle, right? So I always recommend that. And this I got on Mercari, guys. So I also always encourage people to look on sites like Mercari and eBay. You know, obviously check out the seller, make sure they've got plenty of good reviews and all of that. But I have had nothing but good luck. A lot of times you can find them brand new, unopened. Other times, I mean, mine just had a tiny bit used out of it, but definitely worth it for the price. I mean, I want to say I got this for like $20 or under, like really very inexpensive for a designer perfume. I want to say retail for a full bottle of this, at least on the Viktor and Rolf site, was like $150. So not cheap. I mean, it's not your $200-$300, you know, niche and, you know, really expensive, super expensive perfumes, but still expensive, right? Not cheap. So that's why I say there are other options out there. You know, get yourself a travel size, go look on secondhand sites if you would like to. Also, I did find there is a company called Dirty Soul Soap Company, and I would like to do a haul from them eventually. They are a smaller, like, indie company. They do tons of dupes for, like, Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret. They do some designer dupes. So I came across this Flower Nectar, which is their dupe for Flowerbomb Nectar. They are very inexpensive, guys, and they've got a lot of good products, and not just body mists, but, like, lotions and body butters and all of that kind of stuff. Huge selection. Yeah, and I mean, just on first sniff, this is very similar to the original. Yeah, very, very similar. So I think they do overall a really good job with their dupes. So go check out Dirty Soul Soap Company. I don't know if they still have this one in stock. I'll have to go check, but I always search dupes and kind of see what's out there as well. So that is another more affordable option if you don't want to get the real thing. So anyway, overall, first impressions, I'm really, really enjoying this fragrance. So again, if you weren't a huge fan of the original Flowerbomb, or even if you were, I really think you'll enjoy Flowerbomb Nectar. Again, it's a little bit sweeter, heavier on the vanilla and the tonka and those base notes, and has just a little bit of that gunpowder note that just, I don't know, it just kind of takes it up a notch, makes it a little more unique. But like I said, everything is just so well blended and smooth. Just a very pleasant, sweet, warm fragrance. And again, I really feel like this is something you can wear year round and every day. So anyway, Flowerbomb Nectar by Viktor and Rolf. Again, I'll have to report back later as far as longevity and that kind of thing once I get a chance to know it a little bit better. But let me know in the comments your thoughts on this fragrance. Have you smelled it? What are your thoughts? Do you have a different favorite in the Flowerbomb line? Or do you know of any fragrances similar to this that you would recommend? So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.